Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first set of games for the semifinals for the LCUS. Hopefully, you all can hear me. Hopefully, we won't have any audio issues. I am Nickelbacher, and I am joined by Sigtau Infinite. Sigtau Infinite, how you doing?
Oh, dude, I am doing fantastic. Pretty hyped for this game. How about you?
Oh, I am nothing but the hype. We got 9 lives versus Phoenix, as you guys hopefully can see on the screen. And we got some top tier content, hopefully, for you guys. I shouldn't say hopefully, but yeah, 9 lives versus Phoenix. Two very well put together teams. They both have a lot going on with them. So, Infinite, as we're waiting for the games to just, well, never mind.
Well, as we're waiting for that,
As we're waiting for specifically this. Anyways, while we're waiting for the first bans and whatnot to come out, how are you feeling about 9 lives versus Phoenix tonight?
Good to know.
I'm feeling pretty good. I like that both these teams are teams that honestly kind of started the season a little shaky, kind of had to find their identity, and both did so in very different ways, and then made it to face each other in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty interesting. Some
Indeed.
pretty standard bands coming out as well. Naturally, the Akali, Always and Forever. Sorry, Great Bearded Odin, you're never playing it.
Feels bad, man. Thank you, Prowler, in the chat. I finally got that open for the hype train. Although you're the only one in the hype train, looks like. And thanks for answering the questions. We love you, guy. And interestingly enough, Warwick getting pulled away from Alonzi Tardis, I think that's like one of the first or few times that we're not going to see Alonzi Tardis on a Warwick here.
Yeah, especially game one, teams they kept leaving it open. But I think especially in the last couple of weeks, Alonzi Tardis has definitely proven that's not something that you should do. So, good ban priority right there. Maokai's been another one that's pretty consistently banned against the Phoenix roster. I'm kind of glad to see the Volibear ban going through as well. We've seen Slackosaurus absolutely do wonders with that champ. So, and he kind of was in the same boat where teams would kind of just continuously let him get Volibear.
Indeed. We're not going to be seeing any pull punches here, folks. We're in the semifinals. Everyone's going to be picking and choosing their bans for, well, unless we see something just come out of left field in this first game. I feel like we got a pretty easy ban phase here. Which we did see last week. No. No. Maybe Ilawi? Nah, Galio.
Okay, I like the Galio, and that can be flexed around. I actually really liked that they got Ezreal immediately instead of waiting. Modric has done well with Ezreal, I think, every time that he's played it, so that's a smart pick. And he's pretty safe right now, so...
With 2 bans being targeted right out of the gate, I'm actually surprised that they didn't get the Ezreal out there as well, but... Oh, and look at this. We get Dante, I mean Samara, and I don't have Kenos to talk to about Devil May Cry yet.
Well, people were wondering if we were going to see General Wally pull out Samara, and if that was going to end up being a problem, and it looks like... well, we don't know if it's going to be a problem yet, but it definitely looks like he's going to be trying to make it one, so...
I'm ready to see the smoke and sexy style. Nautilus coming through. Another decent pick. Got some tank energy going on, and also that hook. It's going to be a mean hook.
Yeah, the side of 9 lives right now looking very, very CC and teamfight oriented already. Set and Nautilus both having a lot of ways to collapse on your team and initiate that team fight with some stuns and pulls.
And here we come through with the Zac, which I also do enjoy from Alonzi Tardis. He does some good things with doing the pulls, just diving in, stealing stuff. If it's not Warwick, it's Zac.
Fine. Do you think we'll see a Gangplank ban as the 5th ban? I mean, it's probably Relaxus playing Set, right? Like, I don't...
Might be a Set jungle? Or Wait. Brain fart. No. Yes. Maybe. Apologies, everybody. I'm just having an aneurysm right now. Well, it seems like either way, aneurysm or no, it seems like that Phoenix is banning out top, I believe, or mid rather. Trufflesaurus plays Ryze and Oriana. Well, yeah, I don't know.
I think the Ryze is a good ban just because I'm pretty sure both Truffle and Relexus play Ryze. If I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Already getting some take my energy being thrown to the side of Phoenix and 9 lives. They're both getting it.
So they're banning the Vel'Koz out. Don't want Odin to play a mage this time, huh? We got people in the chat saying set mid. This guy's too flexy, guys. He's going to the gym. He's got a pump going on. He's flexing everywhere. I don't like it.
I'm imagining. Okay, the Syndra.
Stop playing with my emotions, Phoenix.
The team looked like it needed some ability power, so I think if they had picked something like Yone, that would have probably been a mistake. Even though Greatbeard does do really well with Yone, with the lineup that they already have, Syndra is the better choice in my opinion.
So Syndra mid, Galio is support then?
Probably.
Yeah.
And there's the Gangplank.
No ban on Relexus, so we got Gangplank top, set. The most I see in the chat is probably going to be jungle, so...
Jungle probably, yeah.
See if Prowler has his Prophet hat on.
Pretty sure we've already seen Slackosaurus play set a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That puts it in, folks. Xerath mid, set jungle. We got it, boys.
Xerath seems like a pretty safe pick into the Syndra. If you're winning, then awesome. Xerath is a great champ, and if you're losing, well, just sit back and poke from a mile away with Q. So.
Indeed. We got the Wukong coming through.
Both teams having very little on the side of ability power, though.
Indeed. Wait. Oh. Phoenix playing with my emotions again. I was about to say, wait, Zac mid?
Syndra jungle.
I mean, I've seen weirder. Dark jungle. It has still broken me to this day. But, okay. I like Phoenix bringing in a little bit of difference. That's what they've been doing a lot throughout this series, is they've just been bringing new stuff to the table. Not painfully new, but still fresh in my opinion.
So, just going through lineups, which team do you like more at this point?
At this point, I hesitate to pick sides, but I'm gonna go with 9 lives for this composition. Because we got the range from the Xerath, Relexus' Gangplank is no longer just legend and myth. And we got some pretty good tank energy going on with Nautilus. The one thing that I'm still kind of not too privy with is that General Wally Samira. We've seen good things come out of it, but still it's not anything like against this Modric Ezreal. So
yeah.
A little bit of hesitation, but I feel like 9 lives is going to come out on top with this. Phoenix, on the other hand, they got some pretty good... They have good synergy with whatever they pick out here. And I feel like that bot lane is going to be something we're going to be hovering over for a lot of this match.
If we didn't know the players, I actually would be on the side of Phoenix more. I like their draft a lot more, actually. The side of 9 lives, it's going to work for them, I think, because we've seen these players. We know what they're strong at, and 9 lives, it looks like they have a pick and kill kind of comp. But Phoenix, their whole team is so good into a team fight. Sacking Syndra, Zac, and Galio ult. Wukong comes in, knocks everyone up, making that either able to happen or closing out damage while Ezreal is safely poking from the back line, dodging around with E. I think that Phoenix roster is really, really, really good. But as I said, 9 Lives, we've seen them operate, and even though they do seem to have more of the, I don't want to say like solo kind of Q champ picks right now, but it does kind of feel that way. But they can do it. We've seen them do it. So
Indeed. We even got some discussion in the chat going on right now with, I believe, Prowler saying 9 Lives comp is conditional, which accurate. And really, I feel like that either team, it's going to be who comes out on top first, right? And who trips the other up for the late game. Because I feel like we've seen this story before where it's 9 Lives or Phoenix in either state, where you get ahead and then later in the game just get people to separate from each other and then just hover on to people. Just take everyone out singularly and then just blow down mid lane or top lane. So I'm not putting on my prophet hat, but that's what I'm thinking.
I do think that 9 Lives has their work cut out for them. If one of them gets super snowballed, then they're not going to have a problem. But what I'm seeing is a potential problem is when you start getting into the mid and late game. If 9 Lives make a mistake, Phoenix, they can get away with a few mistakes. They've got enough tank and enough CC to be able to get out of a sticky situation. 9 Lives, they overcommit with one of their champs. That champ is probably dying. That person's probably sitting out for the next 30-40 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And as always, the next point of our program, skins get wins, folks. So what do we got here? Still no skin on Samira. Tisk. I might, and nothing on the set either. I might just by default have to give this to Phoenix. Even though I feel like Pool Party Zach is kind of overplayed, but here we are. And those were fast load times.
Zach doesn't have skins. He has chromas that they sell as skins.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Phoenix as well, though. Even though I really like the Gangplank skin.
What do we got on the Gangplank? I can't even see.
The FPX Gangplank.
Oh, okay. I enjoy that skin. Alright. Now the next point. Are we going to see any shenanigans in the jungle? Probably not. Ooh. Odin,
yeah,
I know you smell blood. I know you want it, buddy, but don't face check that bush.
See, the thing is I think 9 Lives is the team that would normally probably go for some invade cheese right now, but I think they realize that the strength that Phoenix has level 1 versus them is a lot. So wisely they're going to choose to just 5-point.
Oh yep, just playing safe, waiting for the minions to come out, and we get to talk more. Isn't this the content y'all were waiting for? Not caught up with the chat. Can't.
Yeah, I'm also trying to read it.
Text walls. Come on, boys. Not even gonna do any emotes or nothing. Bah.
So the side of 9 Lives setting up for definitely gonna have their wave push and hit level 2 first in the bot lane. They didn't have to leash. So Alonzi's going to be a little better, I guess, health-wise, a little healthier in his jungle as he farms. But the trade-off is Modric and Huge have to play a little safer.
Not so much of a wet noodle fight on the top lane to start off with. That's interesting. That Wukong is not having a good day.
Relax is being very, very aggressive early on.
We're gonna lose a lot of mana, bud. Ooh, some heavy damage coming out of the bot lane. Nothing to show for it, though.
Good amount of trade. Ezreal, this Modric's been getting a lot of his Qs landed on the Nautilus.
Whew. Feels bad, man. Those
We do
barrels.
see Slack coming around the bottom side. I think that 9 Lives is pushed up way too far for this to be effective, though. He is also going to get spotted out by a ward, so good dodge on the hook there. What are you doing? You knew you knew he was there. First blood goes over to the Nautilus, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't understand though.
They knew he was there, they just didn't know when he was gonna come out. And also, probably didn't expect the flash.
Yeah, but it's set, like... Alright, well, like I said, not the worst thing to have it go over to the Nautilus.
Kenos is mad in the chat. We feel you, buddy.
Now, Grapebeard of Odin also in trouble. Looks like it's going to fall for the same thing. He used to scatter the root, try and push him back, but it probably won't be enough. Nautilus hook going absolutely nowhere, but they still are going to clean up the kill. And Truffle, I believe, is going to get that one.
That poor boy. I think he was trying to anticipate where Odin was going, but Set just stopped him in his tracks.
All right, I'm gonna cut Phoenix some slack. It's game one. They're just waking up. That's what it is. But you guys got to pay attention to jungle presence. Bot lane knew that Set was there, and they let that happen. Obviously, he's gonna go, through river until you know where he's at. Probably don't push up mid lane quite as far.
That was a pretty nice just coming from the back and doing some initiation, and also that was really good rotations on 9 Lives' part.
Yeah, it was. It was very well executed on their part, but I just feel it probably could have been avoided if a little more communication on where Set had gone after that, because that he didn't have to back. He didn't lose any health during that little skirmish,
right?
In order to pick off the Ezreal. So
Alexis still being bullied in the top lane. Get a gank going, guys. Come on. I say that after like 2 ganks just happened.
yeah, but they've both been on the side of 9 Lives. So far, we haven't seen Alonzi gank, but I do think he tends to try and power farm up to 6 before he really ganks with Zach.
Right.
I think that's kind of a key difference between his Warwick play and all of his other junglers. Is his Warwick play, he'll gank you at level 2, and then again at 3, and then again at 3 again, and then again at 3 again until he has like 92 kills. But he doesn't tend to do that as much. He's going to try and come into the bot lane, provide a little bit of help, gets the grab onto the Nautilus, but they are going to be able to just walk away.
That's just showing to see that he's here. But yeah, I do kind of agree that with his Warwick plays, he seems to be a force to be reckoned with very early on. But just the difference in champs. But also really nice to get that jump in with Zach just so they do a little bit of initiation and then swamp people together. And what is going on bot lane?
Got a hook from the Nautilus onto the Galio, and he's going to be able to clean it up. Xerath able to clean up the Ezreal with his ult from pretty far away.
I didn't even see that. I was off screen. But I saw it initiate.
Relexis also dropped ult in order to give a little bit of an assist in there. And that is going to be Infernal for 9 Lives. Not really any option for Phoenix to be able to contest this. So I think this is something that Phoenix is going to have to adapt to and kind of live and learn from, is that 9 Lives is going to play incredibly aggressive. That's how they win. They snowball. They play really, really hard. They get that lead. So if Phoenix can't match that aggression and win, then they need to play safe. Got a huge fight in the river. Teleport coming down. Samara trying to do a whole lot of work, but going to get locked down with a ton of CC. Ezreal's going to be able to pick up the gangplank after he teleports in. They chase down the Nautilus. He's going to try and Judge line, but he's probably not going to need it. Wukong goes in, ults, and is able to clean him up under tower. And they trade no one.
Damn. That was a nice flip. I thought we were just going to see Alonzi Tardis go down. And while they were just trying to clean up the goo, here we are. Just a nice flip, and now it's 4 for 4.
Right as I was saying, if they can't match the aggression, they have to play safe. They said, you know what, we'll match the aggression then.
Right.
Good job playing around the Zach passive as he came back, and everyone collapsed. General Wally already really hurts though. Just a couple abilities on Ezreal takes about 25% of his health down. Does look like in the top side, Slackosaurus and Truffle are going to, both the Rexes are going to go ahead and pick up Shelly. Wukong now being able to trade back very well against the Gangplank.
Now that his damage has come online, and as long as he plays smart and doesn't get ganked.
Yeah, this could be trouble. That's probably going to get the grab here. Woo. And it's the Xerath that actually picks up the kill. With 3 top, probably going to go ahead and immediately drop Shelly just to get some plates, I imagine.
Guys, my client can't even believe it. Always has to pause after something like that happens. We're gonna see Riptail come up top lane. We're gonna see a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage coming from the top tower.
That's probably going to be first tower for 9 lives right here. Alonzi wisely choosing not to go in right here.
Team here
Is going to go ahead and engage though. Uses Smite to try and slow down gameplay. Does force the flash out because he sees Wukong showing up and knows that he has to respect the damage now that Wukong has a couple of kills and some items under his belt. So first tower over to 9 lives, and honestly, Phoenix not really able to get anything in return. The Xerath was top lane a lot of that time in order to make that play happen, and the Syndra didn't even get a single plate. So very, very good rotation and good trade for 9 lives' favor.
Did anybody see that Wukong just like, were there 2 wards there, or was it just 1 ward with, it looked like, never mind. My brain is breaking.
One of those games.
The client is breaking as well. Right, please fix spectator mode.
We are starting to notice a bit of a problem in the bot lane though, as General Wally pulls ahead over 30 CS onto Modric's Ezreal.
Phoenix just trying to make something happen here. I think Alonzi might have actually stolen that scuttle. Or wait, no, they didn't. It's still blue. All right.
Should be a minute or so before Dragon comes up. So I imagine teams will start moving to try and play around that.
We got Drake coming up in 30 seconds. Pretty close. Everyone's just being civil now. Pinging to say that, hey, Dragon's coming up.
Despite the kills being so close, there is already about a 2,500 gold lead on the side of 9 lives, which feels like a lot seeing as we're only at the 12-minute mark.
Looks like that Phoenix is gonna get the Drake. No contesting. Xerath is kicking off. Ooh, Pixel Perfect gets away.
Less than 20 health when it was all said and done. Very good stun. They both were able to stun each other at the exact same time.
Indeed.
Hanzi could be in trouble here. Icy Flip's going to land the dredge line onto him. But he's just going to ult to bounce away.
Boy.
Nautilus ult coming through, but by that time he's already under tower, so a lot of things blown there to not be able to catch him, but it might be enough to force them out of the area so that they can grab this Drake as soon as it comes up. Oh wait, they already got it. Yeah, I'm behind.
Yeah, man, that was like 2 minutes ago.
I didn't even notice they sold that.
Bruh. Some Wukong shenanigans, but ooh, that gangplank still hurts. Lonzy, what are you gonna do here? You're gonna see some jumps in, not able to hit. Sereth back, doing some damage from the back lines.
A ton of damage from that Xerath ult. The ignite onto General Wally. It's going to get him so close, but he's barely going to live. And all 6 members involved are going to walk away clean. I think that makes like the 3rd time we've had a fight break out where someone walks away with less than 20 HP at one point. Starting to see a bit of a CS difference in both the top lane and mid lane now. Top in favor of Reluxus, mid lane in favor of Greatbeard of Odin. But that doesn't matter too much as far as the Xerath is concerned, seeing as he's not farming creeps, he's farming champs. He's 3 kills already. Slackosaurus coming top. He is spotted out though. We got a bit of a collapse from both sides. Alonzi's can choose not to go in there though.
Infinite, just so that we can try to get these pause spikes to stop. Let's pause the client for a second and let's just recover our boundaries here and maybe the client will actually work. So on the count of 3, just pause it real quick. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Alright. Apologies for that, folks. I'm getting recommendations from the people above my pay grade about that. But while that is happening, we can just talk about what's going on here. So, we got Drake for Drake going on. We got 9 lives doing 9 lives things and just decimating Phoenix, but Phoenix is still clawing their way back from it. And pretty early on, too, this is turning into a pretty good semifinals match. Infinite, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it seems pretty even. Like I said, the gold is a little in 9 lives here, but that's just because they have some CS differences going on. But as far as objectives go and everything like that, it's pretty even. What time stamp are you paused at, by the way?
15-17.
15-17. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm at the exact same number.
And just to review gold here, because I saw somebody talk about that in the chat. Gold currently is sitting on 9 lives. It looks like it's pretty evenly dispersed, funny enough. Yeah, it's evenly dispersed pretty much everywhere. About 500. Yeah, jungle taking the lead most out of it. Top lane doing very well. Anyways, I think we've taken enough of everybody's sweet succulent time. Are you ready to hit play again?
Yep.
Alright, on 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And we're back. Hopefully no more pauses. I don't trust Riot's client for a second, though. Jungle has 1.3k. Succulent. Somebody requested it.
think we've hit the point in this match where both sides are kind of just farming up, waiting for the next thing to fight over, which isn't really a bad call. So
in saying all this, the gold lead isn't going anywhere near dangerous territory. It's definitely starting, and I feel like that if Phoenix still lets it go like this, it's going to be getting to that dangerous territory.
Yeah, Nine Lives picking up another Rift Herald, so they're going to be able to apply pressure somewhere on the map. Meanwhile, though, looks like they are trying to move in on Trufflesaurus. Flashes over the wall and get away from the Galio taunt. That could be important in this upcoming team fight that's probably going to go down over this next dragon. Maybe I won't miss this one.
You and me both. Looks like Phoenix is going to be in the upper hand on that, getting the river locked down and a lot of their lanes pushed through. Although I say that, an Icy Flip is going to plop a ward down there.
Fonzie goes in, grabs both the Nautilus and Set, drags them together, but Samara comes in, does a ton of damage, teleport coming down, Huge kills Icy Flip, Source kills Huge in response, the Set uses his W in order to negate a ton of damage. Wukong though, backline coming in, Xerath using ult from a very safe distance. And now Gangplank is trying to chase down Brandana, Syndra comes in, trying to finish off the Set. Is not going to be enough though, is killed by the Xerath and Set combo, and Brandana is the only one left as 9 lives take this dragon.
Phew. Yeah. What happened? There was just I think Phoenix was trying to retreat, but at the same time it's just like, what?
So they have, in my opinion, a superior team fight team, but they need to go in as 5, and they kind of trickled in there. And whenever you trickle in like that, 9 lives, like I said, they've got that pick kind of comp going on. They're just going to kill a couple of you, and then at that point, you don't have a team fight anymore. Shelly is going to break down mid lane turret. Meanwhile, Relax is split pushing bot lane and also takes that one.
Alexis going on a business trip as he does.
So, a lot gained from 9 lives in the last couple of minutes from that play. They're able to get a bunch of kills, they secure the dragon, and then they also take 2 turrets, while Phoenix is having to recoup and recover from that.
I agree with Kenos in the chat. I don't think 9 lives needs any more energy. I think they're doing just fine.
Yeah, I don't know why people have been sending 9 lives energy anyway. When's the last time they lost, guys? I don't think they need it.
I can Kenos trying to even the fields here. Oh, we got highlighted messages coming through. Oh, them's fighting birds.
Oh, man. It looks like we might have a dive being set up for Truffle here in the mid lane. Alonzi is charging up. Is going to get spotted by the Set, though, and decides probably don't want to do that.
Nah, fam, it ain't the time yet. Trying to make something happen, though. Gotta appreciate Phoenix just trying to make something happen here. And like you said, they have the team fight potential, so probably they're just trying to initiate a team fight where it's even playing field rather than being caught with their pants down.
Yeah. I like the fact that they set up there, but weren't so desperate that they felt the need to try and dive at that point.
Thank you for clarifying, Ace. I didn't understand what that meant. Xerath could have killed the Xerath there.
Yeah, he landed a couple things and almost killed him actually. So he probably could have ulted and gotten away with snagging Ezreal, but
Loving the Lord of the Rings reference in chat. Now it's no longer take my energy. And my axe! You have my sword.
No bow though.
No bow.
Come on,
Nobody's like
guys.
less. Nullify seeing this from Alonzi Tardis coming in mid lane, finally able to shut down that Xerath.
Yep. Pushed up a little too far by himself. They say, you know what, we know that Reluxus is bot lane, so even if we do have to fight full team, it's 4v5. But there is the re-engage from the set. Scout of the Week going to push him off after that. Meanwhile, Brandana goes bot lane to clean that back up. But Phoenix looking to push this tower, and I don't know that 9 Lives wants to stick around.
Nah, I think they're fine letting that one go. I feel like... Ooh. Almost cheeky.
Set tries to move in there. Nautilus uses ult on the Syndra, who is forced to flash away. Dredge line connects with the Ezreal. The Haymaker comes down from Set. Galley ult coming through, though. Zach trying to jump to the back line to save him. But a little too late. Xerath ult coming from the back line, going to do a ton of damage. Meanwhile, Brandana is just too far away from the fight, not ever able to join. And both Alonzi and Modric die, only losing Slackosaurus in the process.
Jeez. That's what I was about to say, too. I was thinking that Brandana probably should just push the wave and then join mid lane. Yeah, split pushing would benefit, but right now I think Phoenix is too far behind that they really need to stick together.
So I think because he was in bot lane and it feels like you're so close, he didn't want to waste the teleport trying to get in there. And I also just don't know if there are any wards that he really could have teleported to. I mean, there was the control ward that they just destroyed. But I think that was kind of an oversight. It took too long to get to the fight. I think with the Wukong there and his ult, something could have happened. Galio taunt comes in on the Nautilus though. Alonzi jumps in. Ezreal, huge, kills both Samara and Nautilus before much is even going to happen. Gangplank comes in, does a ton of damage with his barrels, but he's also going to get bursted down. And they're looking for more. Alonzi's chasing Truffle, decides to back off. They're just going to try and probably take this dragon. Relexus is still here, though. Maybe going to try in a sneaky barrel kill. Might end up getting huge if... Nope. Okay. I thought Dragon was going to be the best assist right there. Good attempt from Relexus there to try and steal with his barrels.
Nice try from Alexis trying to get those barrels on there. I thought he actually got that almost.
Yeah, it was close. So that's what I was talking about earlier, though. So this is the problem 9 Lives roster has, is if they get the pick, they're gonna win that fight. They can even win the team fight afterwards. But if they end up losing even a single crucial person, so much of their power goes out the window. Because you just can't do much against so much crowd control from the Zac, the Galio, the Syndra. Dredge line going to land on to Brandana. He's a little too far forward with no help, and Truffle is going to clean him up. Not sure what he was doing all the way over there, but
Don't worry, guys. I'm trying to get it back. Sorry, my client just decided to stop downloading data from it.
I'm over here baseball announcing for everyone, so use your imagination. Icy Flip on point today with these Nautilus hooks, as he usually is.
Out of curiosity, what's your timestamp?
24:54.
Great. Would you mind pausing and just tell me what it is again?
Yeah. Okay, I paused at 25 minutes and 2 seconds. Sorry for those watching. We normally don't have nearly these many issues, but
it's me. My name is Nickelbacher. I'm just slewing with issues.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens.
Okay. I guess I understand why this download is coming. Go to 2601. Or 2603, apologies.
Just a second. there.
Okay, on 3. Play. 1, 2, 3.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm a little lost. Apparently now we're doing Baron. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm not apologizing for Riot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Not sure what we missed, but I guess 9 Lives also is not sure what... You know what? They were actually just doing us a favor. They realized we weren't really watching, so they backed off Baron, which was very nice. Thank you, guys. Very considerate. That way we can cast when you actually go for it again. So gold about 3,000 in the lead of 9 Lives, but everything else is super even. 12 kills to both sides, 2 dragons to both sides. Phoenix definitely proving that they are not going down without a fight.
I'm just staring hard at my screen right now, hoping that nothing else goes wrong. But then again, that's out of my control.
Yeah, just don't think about it. You'll jinx yourself.
Indeed.
Brandana able to take another tower for Phoenix. That makes their second one they've got in this game, trying to make up a little bit of the gold difference.
Still.
One thing I'm noticing is there's a ton of vision from the side of Phoenix all over the map, but most of 9 Lives' vision is seeming to be around Baron, and not a whole lot on the side of Dragon. Lycosaurus is over there trying to clean up some wards. Both teams definitely want this one as it puts them on soul point. Modric kind of in a weird position though. He's very away from the rest of his team. Might make it hard for him to come in and help. But the rest of 9 Lives all on the backside of the Dragon Pit, so he is able to get there with no issues. And now we get to see which team engages first. Looks like Phoenix is gonna back off and say, you know what, 9 Lives, you can go ahead and start it up. We'll just jump in afterwards and kill you all.
Seems like that's the story that's going to be written here. Lonzy charging, but yeah, you ain't going to get nobody.
Ton of poke damage.
I'm trying to pull that dragon as far as she can go.
Alonzi jumping in scares them all off. Everyone kind of just going back and forth, but Phoenix is not going to be able to do that for long. Blue team ends up stealing Dragon. Huge commitment from everyone. Wukong comes in, is able to hit a lot, but gets CC'd down. The set uses Haymaker to do a ton of damage, and Gangplank cleans up most of the team. But now he could be in trouble. The 2 tanky people are after him. Taunt lands on him. Meanwhile, Brandana is trying to run away from both Samara and Truffle. General Wally and Truffle. So 9 Lives does get Dragon, but they lose 3 members. Phoenix loses 2. I'd say that's probably worth it for 9 Lives. It does make up some of the goal difference, putting Phoenix in a little bit of a healthier spot. But 9 Lives now being on soul point is a good feeling for them.
Yeah, this game has been kind of pulling it from Phoenix, but still able to just catch up with 9 Lives and stay in the game, and now they're getting pretty comfortable. If they can keep this going, I think they got a chance here.
I'm noticing whenever huge team fights break out, my thing kind of gets a little bit laggy. I'm not sure if that's my computer or the client being buggy. But
Blame the client.
Yeah, as I say, since you're also kind of having issues, I think I'm going to go ahead and blame the client, but it's making a play-by-play is a little more difficult because it's so choppy, and I'm like, well...
It's just a pause, just to make sure that you can catch up. It's a feature. Pulling that poor blue buff away from its home.
It's one of the best things about having a Syndra, being able to snag blue and red buffs like that. Icy flip really far forward. Gets the Dredgelon on the Galio. I'm not sure that's what you want. The ult goes down onto Syndra though. Gangplank ult coming through. Ezreal uses his ult to try and do a ton of damage. Galio's going to end up getting the kill on Samira. And it looks like Phoenix is turning this around, but Set is huge right now. Comes down with the ultimate. Is going to try and clean up Alonzi Tardis as he's under tower. Not sure if he's going to be able to do it though because of the passive. Takes a ton of damage. Brandana comes in, is able to clean up the Xerath. He's now working on the Set. And it does look like Phoenix is going to be able to pull the ace. And that is the strength of their team fight team. 9 lives, you may be able to get a couple of the kills, but if Zach has his passive up and Brandana can make it to the fight, they are going to be able to clean you all up afterwards.
Chat, that's what I'm saying. What are these fights? I feel like 9 lives is probably trying initiation too far into this. But actually, that was kind of a good point from Phoenix, since Wukong was out and about. He just came from the back and was able to help clean up. And Wanzi didn't even die from it as well. Luckily,
yeah,
his passive was up.
So I kind of understand why 9 lives is trying to force fights, though. They picked a team where you need these people to snowball. You need to be able to get those picks and those kills, and you can't really wait for Phoenix to wisen up and group as 5, because then you're in a much harder spot to win those fights. So they're trying to force things when they know there's a numbers advantage in their favor. But Phoenix is already getting to the point where they're tanky enough and they're responsive enough that they're not able to pull it off.
Right.
And just like that, after that team fight, the gold lead is, a couple hundred, 700-800 now. So Phoenix has, at this point, closed the gap.
So far, so close. Don't know why we're talking about potatoes in the chat, but here we are.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was just going to let it be a thing. Someone asking for drag timer.
35 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a... Apologies. Water drink.
Okay, so one thing to note is this next fight, Zach is not going to have his passive up to help him, and that's been one of the crucial things for most of these fights, is that he essentially gets 2 lives. Also, meanwhile, Greatbeard of Odin is taking so much poke damage. Galio gonna accidentally initiate the fight. Lonzy jumps in onto the Samira. Xerath is gonna ult from the backline pretty safely. Dredgeline used on the Ezreal to keep him out of that fight for as long as possible. The Set and Galio just kind of fighting. He's chasing down the Syndra in the back, but can't really get to him. Meanwhile, Phoenix is cleaning up the rest of the team. Gangplank being forced to run away. Ezreal trying to chase. Xerath also trying to keep him away. They are going to clean both of those up, though. And it is just Set alive. Scared. Not really sure where the Syndra is. Phoenix trying to collapse and find him. Galio does spot him out. But I think they're going to let him just walk away as both Ezreal and Wukong take their 3rd dragon.
Nah, fam. They want him.
Yeah, they do want him. Galio comes in, taunt landed. They're chasing him, but he's moving towards that dragon. He wants to steal. Not going to get it, though. Phoenix get both the kill and the dragon. Both teams at soul point. Gold is now in favor of Phoenix for the first time, I think, this game. And they are turning this around. They said, screw all the fans who are sending 9 lives the energy. We'll win without it.
Bruh. What is this game? What is going on? I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't know about you, but this is the game that I wanted. a very close back and forth game. Edge of your seat the whole time.
Indeed.
I feel like we haven't really seen 9 Lives go through that in the past weeks. It's been pretty blowout games for them, so this is what we like to see in semifinals.
If y'all got any energy to send, I think 9 Lives needs it now. We are in the NA, I suppose. Now, Phoenix is starting to... I was saying before that they were clawing their way just to stay in par with 9 Lives, but now they're starting to take a pretty commanding lead now. Well, not too commanding, but gold, but kills. Speak for themselves.
To be behind in towers, Dragons, they didn't get either of the rifts. They were down, what was it, like 3,000 or 4,000 gold. To now being ahead in every one of those fields. They have more towers, they have more gold, they're tied with Dragons. Yeah, at this point they've definitely shifted the momentum into their own favor. As they stay full mid to keep pressure up there, Brandana is pushing bot lane in. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Baron call from Phoenix here in a couple. Does look like they're gonna keep pushing mid though.
Yeah, I feel like if they can push mid far enough, and if somebody from 9 Lives just gets caught, get a couple kills here and there, and then Baron is basically free, right?
Yeah. Galio off alone though, and Set almost does catch him out though.
They trying. They were gonna go bot to try to get that game playing.
A lot of sensors being used to detect where people are over walls.
What is this?
Calls being made from the Syndra. Gets some decent damage onto the Set, but not enough follow-up, so wisely backs off that fight.
Wukong just whacks Set with his stick and runs away. Wukong things.
A lot of damage on the General Wally from that Scout of the Week from Great Beard of Odin. Not really sure what either team is doing at this point. Phoenix, I feel like they're kind of just giving 9 Lives time to farm minions safely under towers.
That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
it really comes down to like, what do you do in this situation, right? Like we've been kind of speculating, like, do you go for Baron? Is this what you do now?
They're trying to keep enough pressure on the map that they can back off as soon as Dragon gets up and probably, fight for that. But Ozzy going in onto the Set there, but he is just going to walk away. Have about, what, 45 seconds on Dragon? Yep. Ooh, Set very far forward. Taunt landed, and a lot of resources being used on him, though, and he is going to be able to walk past most of them, but he walks right into an Ezreal. Haymaker going to save him, buy him some time. Taunt landed from the Galio, though, and Modric is going to clean him up. Bonzi jumps into the back line. They want more, though. Galio coming through. Scout of the Week being used. A lot of CC onto the Nautilus. He does get over the wall, though, but when he's met by Brandana's Wukong, Samira trying to clean up as much as she can, but Brandana's going to force her off. Second ult comes through. Gangplank coming to try and deal with the Syndra. Scout of the Week stops him from being able to pursue very much, though, and he's also forced to back off. Syracuse's ult in the back line. Maybe trying to snag Alonzi, but one shot would have done it. But he is going to be able to get away, and 9 Lives look to try and steal this. But that's about all they can hope for. They're not going to be able to, though. And that is Soul for the side of Phoenix. Call for Baron is being made, while 9 Lives has to back off, heal, and clean up minions moving towards their base. Yeah, that Samara damage was insane, but she got zoned off pretty hard by the Wukong, so... Set is here, but the rest of his team is not quite here yet. Syndra doing a decent job. Scout of the week to pull him back. Gangplank barrels do so much damage already. Alonzi goes in on the Nautilus. Stretch hook lands on the Ezreal, who gets melted. Absolutely taken out of this fight. Gangplank ult comes down. Brandana comes in with his ult into the back line trying to do something, but Samara is just too powerful. Her ult kills him so quickly. Alonzi and Great Beard Voden forced to run away. And now it looks like 9 lives are going to be able to take Baron. Gosh, what a ping-pong match this is right now. Hex Flash from Icy Flip.
Phoenix.
he's hunting right now.
Yeah, 9 lives is starting to be very dangerous all of a sudden. And with this Baron, that's not going to help Phoenix's cause.
Okay, so they are going to take that. That is going to push them back in the gold lead, but I do want to point out that Phoenix had gone straight from Dragon to Baron. They hadn't bought items, they hadn't refreshed. So yes, 9 lives is now in a bit of a lead. They do have Baron, but now you also have to worry about Ocean Soul for the side of Phoenix. So I think this is still very even for both sides. I don't really foresee 9 lives doing a ton with this Baron. I think it was more of a steal to keep it out of Phoenix's hands more than going to be able to use it a whole lot. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
I feel like, yeah, Chaos X is actually just said it in the chat as well. It's going to come down to Elder. I feel like as soon as Elder comes up, well, hopefully Phoenix is able to defend against this Baron, which I feel like is going to be pretty easy. But get Elder up, and then that's going to be another team fight capability right there, and whoever wins that is going to be very much ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I think more than likely the game will be determined by whoever takes Elder. Unless it's one of those scenarios where 9 people die and 1 person steals Elder and is too weak to do anything and doesn't have lane priority anywhere. Barring that extreme scenario, I kind of imagine that will determine game.
Right. And the interesting thing here, too, is that we have 9 lives from previous times has just been kind of domino affecting in with their champions rather than being a team.
Ezreal combined with back jumping in, Galio comes in as well. A ton of CC on the side of Phoenix. And 9 lives looking as they're going to have to try and back away, and Truffles dropped very low. GA popped on Brandana in the back line. Meanwhile, the rest of Phoenix is going to be able to clean up set. And so far, they haven't lost anyone. 9 lives forced to run away. Might end up being able to get Icy Flip, though, as he is CC locked down. And that is 2. Nope, sorry, 3. I didn't even notice that General Wally got picked off.
He did.
There trying to use ult in the back line, but both Taunt and Alonzi are going to land on Relexus, and he is just going to get obliterated. Phoenix taking some tower damage, but Phoenix is looking to end the game right here. Ezreal coming through to make sure that Xerath is as far back as possible. Scout of the week landed on Xerath. A lot of CC, and they are going to clean him up as well. Nothing to do. Phoenix is going to take game 1 in this set.
Never mind, we don't need to wait for Elder, folks.
Yep. They waited for 9 lives to make a mistake, force that fight, and they said, all right, you know what, we're the team fight team, we'll take it. Got a couple kills and just ended the game with it.
Yep. And by the way, thanks to WD Fun and Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I think I even saw Arcane Soda. Thank you all for the Prime subscriptions. And got a hype train going on, actually. I haven't seen a hype train on the chat. Hype train level 1. Let's go. Alright. Let's get my stat screen up and we can take a look at some saucy states.
Whew, man, that gangplank.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be interesting. Oh my
Ton of
lord.
damage.
Yeah, Alexis, that ain't no thing. That is wild. Okay, a lot of damage coming out of that gangplank, and then Phoenix just doing Phoenix things. That's pretty normal, and just for giggles, let's take a look at wards. Wards placed. Pretty much as you'd expect. There was some decent vision going on, nothing like out of left field or anything. And oh my god, Arcane Soda, thank you for the gifted subs.
Oh, heck yeah.
And a lot of shenanigans going on. 100% hype train. What are we doing? Hype train level 2? Well, we got a lot of hype going on. But anyways, we got a lot of hype going on for the semifinals. A lot of interesting things happening in this. Any final comments from you before I cut the VOD here?
Super excited for this next game, man.
Yeah, indeed. And never mind, we got hype train level 3.
Yeah, we just skipped right over too.
Indeed, I'm here for it. Apologies for the GMA logo in front, guys. But anyways, I'm going to cut it here. We got the next game coming up, 9 Lives versus Phoenix. Don't go anywhere.